Hey book friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a little bit of a birthday book haul, which I'm really excited to share those books with you. But first I do want to chat a bit through what's been going on and the fact that I think I'm going to take a break from this channel for a little bit, not because I'm burnt out or things are bad, but because I feel like I could use just a reset and some things that are going on in my life that I just need to kind of like take care of. And so I'm going to step back for a while, but let's just hop into the video so I can get into all of those details. So hi, my name is Angie. Welcome to the channel if it's your first time. It's a hard video if it's your first time, but welcome back if you've been coming for a while. So like I said, birthday book haul. Lots of books that I really want to read and that I prioritize getting for myself with some birthday money. So I'm really excited to share them with you, but I also want to chat through some things going on this channel, and I think I'll start there. So like I said, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a break, and it's not necessarily because things are bad or I'm burnt out or I can't handle it anymore. It's kind of more that I'm a little overloaded in other areas of my life, and I feel like I'm not doing as good a job on this channel as I want to. I have more ideas than I'm able to make happen. So I think I just need a bit of time away to kind of assess that and to get some other things in order. So what I mean by that is mostly it's homeschooling. So I do have another channel, my main channel, that's the one I started here on YouTube, is my homeschooling channel. And we are starting our new homeschool year. I'm bringing on my twins who are 5 years old into my homeschool. So I went from 2 kids to 4 kids. And you guys, we're on week 2 and it's been quite a transition. And I feel like we will get our feet, but we don't have our feet now. And I don't have time for anything else, is how it feels. And so that just means I don't have time to really read. And the thing about BookTube is you have to read in order to make content. The thing about my homeschool channel is I can just make content because I'm homeschooling, if that makes sense. So I don't quite have enough time to read in the way I want to for this channel. So homeschooling is kind of the big reason I'm taking a step back. But the other reason is my health. And I'm wanting to set up some routines in my life to just be a little healthier. So as I've shared, I have an autoimmune condition. I've been getting treatment. It's been kind of rough this year, but I'm wanting to implement a few things that can help me with that can kind of de-stress. So I want to bring on some yoga, and I would like to do that during my kids' quiet time when we're all done with homeschool and they get a break and I get a break. And in the past, I've like edited a video or something like that. And instead, I want to prioritize yoga. I also want to prioritize food prep. I'm trying to eat more healthy, more like paleo, which is anti-inflammatory, which kind of leads into all the autoimmune stuff, right? But it takes time to prep and meal plan and all of that. And so I really just want to get in some good routines for all of those things. And then I want to come back to this channel. And additionally on Discord, because I run a reading challenge. I've been running it this whole year, and I'm not going to shut anything down on Discord. I might just be a little less present, but I haven't been very present anyway, and I hate that. I feel like it's such a cool community. You guys have really engaged on there, and I haven't been as involved just because I've been a bit overloaded, and that's just life, and that's okay. Seasons come and seasons go. And so my goal for the reading challenge and Discord, which is always linked below, is just keep it up. I'll probably post my plans because I plan on continuing to read in August and September, which is what I'm thinking of, just taking a 2-month break. I'm still planning on reading those books. I'll still post. I just might not be as involved. So that's my plan. My plan is to come back for October, spooky season, to kind of get this channel back up and running. Hopefully, I hope that's what happens. I hope I feel refreshed. I hope I'm able to get some good routines. So that's the channel update. We're going to have a bit of a break, but I want to share my birthday book haul because you guys, I just had a birthday, end of July, got some birthday money, and like I said, there's some books that I've been wanting to pick up. So I tend to check all the places, used sites, book outlet, Pango, all the things. I check to look for books, but a lot of these I just got new because it's my birthday and I wanted to. And so I'm going to show them to you today. To start, I'll just start with this one. So I've been talking about the fact that I read 9 Lives a couple months ago by Peter Swanson, and I really liked it. And so this is the one that I feel like most people like from him. It's called The Kind Worth Killing. And I'm not even sure what it's about, but I know a lot of people like it, so I picked it up. All right, this one. This was a bit of a surprising buy for me. So I was at Barnes & Noble, which I did not buy this at Barnes & Noble because I found it cheaper on Amazon. but I found this book. It's called Alias Emma by Ava Glass. I've never heard about it. I've never heard anybody talk about it, but when I was reading on the back, it sounded really good. It sounded kind of like a spy thriller, like a movie almost. Like this woman who is a newly minted secret agent named Emma, just graduated from basic training, and she has her first major assignment where she's supposed to like transport this important asset across town. And that's what this is about. I don't know, that just sounded really fun, and it's really quite short, and it just pulled me in. It pulled me in. And then to take it a totally different direction, I have had these on my wish list for a while. So this is called The Halfdrowned King by Lainey Hartsinger. I'm not quite sure how to say that. It's a historical fiction novel set in the Viking time frame. And you guys, we are studying Vikings in our homeschool, and so I'm just really interested in that time frame. And so I think this is set like 1200s or something like that. It sounds like there is a main character who is supposed to like take over for his family and run the family lands, but on the way home from a raiding trip from Ireland, I think his crew like betray him and put him on an island or something like that, and then he has to work his way back home. I don't know, it just sounds really fun. Like you gotta have all these raiding parties and Vikings and all that stuff. So this is just the first book in, I think it's three book series. And so if I like it, I'll get the rest, but I wanted to make sure I like it because I haven't been in a total historical fiction mood lately, but especially I think it's because I don't want to read about World War II, and that is not about World War II. So next, I picked up another Liane Moriarty. So after I finished The Husband's Secret and said I liked Liane Moriarty, a lot of you said to pick up this one and another one, but this one sounds more interesting to me, so this is What Alice Forgot. So this is the book where there's this woman who's 29 years old, she has a great husband, she's pregnant for the first time, and then she's like at the gym, and she like collapses at the gym, and when she comes to at the hospital, I guess it's like later in time or something like that, and like she's missing 10 years of her life, and suddenly she's not happily married anymore. Suddenly like she has a different life, and it just sounds really interesting. And then it says ultimately Alice must discover whether forgetting is a blessing or a curse and how to start over. I really enjoyed The Husband's Secret. I just felt like it had like thriller contemporary vibes to it, and I just thought I'd try some more of her stuff. And then this one, okay, I have seen this, or people talk about this book a lot, and it gives me similar feelings as like a Liane Moriarty. So this is a Sally Hepworth, which I have not read any of her books, and I wanted to start here because it seemed like the most popular one. And it sounds like there's two sisters, and they're twins, I believe. Rose, and then there's Fern, and Fern, it sounds like maybe has some kind of medical things going on, like she avoids crowds, bright lights, loud noises. She has a very structured life, but then her sister Rose finds out she can't get pregnant, and so Fern wants to pay her back for all that she's done over the years by like having a baby for her or something like that, which just sounds complicated and messy, but potentially sweet. So that's my first Sally Hepworth that I wanted to try. And then I've been watching some sci-fi videos because I've been wanting to try sci-fi. I've been wanting to try it. So I picked up two sci-fi books. We'll start with this one. So this one is more like aliens come to Earth. And both of these are described as good beginner sci-fi books by various people on BookTube. So I'm trusting you guys here because I don't know if I like the genre much yet, but this sounds like it's more like aliens. Aliens invade. So it is environmental disasters and AI armies have caused the human population of Earth to flee to all these different places, and they're told that kind of Earth is ruined. But then there's a ship that for some reason comes back and finds out that like that's not true. Things have been happening on Earth that they were not aware of. And I don't know. I think that sounds fun. So that's a good beginner one I heard. And then this one. It's this author that I heard it was a good for beginners. So Megan E. O'Keefe. Now there is another trilogy that she's more well known for, and this is her new one. This one just sounded more interesting to me. So instead of going with her backlist, I decided to go with her new book, or it is called The Blighted Stars. And so this is about like two people who are not supposed to like each other for various reasons, I can't quite remember, that are stuck on a planet together. And I'm not quite sure if I know more than that, but it sounded good. It sounded really fun, and I've heard it kind of is a little bit lighthearted and has some humor in it, which sounded good. So those are my two sci-fis that I got myself for my birthday. And then I have this random book. Okay, so this is The Enigma of Room 622 by Joel Dicker. So this sounds like it's about a man who is kind of down on his luck. He is looking to write his next novel, and he goes to this hotel in Switzerland to do that. oh yeah, he has a recent breakup and the death of his longtime publisher, but then he gets to this hotel and there's a murder. There's a murder in room 622 and it sounds like a murder mystery. I can't remember whose channel I heard about this on, but it just sounded really good, like solid murder mystery, not thriller, murder mystery. So, and it's a really cool cover. Okay, and then I got another book, and I'm not quite sure if this is like YA. It kind of looks that way by the cover, but I'm not sure. This I got a recommendation off of like historical fantasy books, which I'm finding that I really like. So this is called The Conductors by Nicole Glover. It says, from a bold new voice comes a vibrant story of magic and murder set in the aftermath of the Civil War. Oh, and then the magic system, it says it draws its powers from the constellations. I don't know, it sounds so fun. So that looks good. And then I did pick up the second book in, I never remember what this is called, in the Darker Shades of Magic trilogy by Beth Schwab. This is A Gathering of Shadows. They're coming out with a whole new set of covers, but I wanted the ones that match my current set. And so I got this one. And it keeps following the story of Kel and what's her name? Lila, as they're hopping between the different worlds of London. The Grey London, red, white, and black. And they can go between the different worlds, and the worlds have different levels of magic, and there's something amiss in kind of the scariest world. I think it's Black London. And so the story continues from where it left off. And then another one that is a second in a series. I'm currently reading the first. I finally picked back up the Red Rising saga, but I picked up this book. So Dark Age by Pierce Brown. This is book 2 in the second trilogy, or book 5 if you just count them all together, which just depends. So this is still following Darrow. In the first book, in the first trilogy, Darrow is a red in a color class system where golds are on the top, and he finds out early on that the reds are being suppressed, and he wants to fight back by kind of infiltrating the golds. And that whole first series follows a lot of that. And so I'm not going to tell you how that ends. And the second series picks up after that. That's what I'll say. And this is book 2, and I wanted to get to it. I have heard this is a pretty depressing book, but the new book just came out, Lightbringer. So I wanted to kind of get back into that world. And the next book I bought for myself is this one. So it's called The Autoimmune Wellness Handbook, a DIY guide to living well with chronic illness. So I got this from the library and I really liked it. It kind of is what has inspired me to holistically try to improve my health, trying to improve my sleep, my stress management, my exercise, my eating, all the things to just calm my body down. So I'm excited to actually have my own copy of this so I can kind of highlight it and write in it. But those are the books I got for myself. That's kind of my birthday book haul. But my sister did end up giving me a number of books. She said that some of them I might not like. And so she told me just to throw them on Pango, which I always have linked below, which I might do actually. That's what I'll do. I will prioritize getting all my new Pango books up by the time this video goes up. So if you want to see any of these, if I decide not to keep them, or all the books that have been stacking up that I haven't put on there yet, go check it out. It should be new and updated. Let me start with this one. So, Wheel of Time. Okay, this book series I've heard a lot about, right? It's a pretty classic fantasy book series. I mean, there was a TV show, movie, something. And I've wanted to pick it up a number of times. I just haven't committed because it's intimidating. But then my sister read it and she just doesn't want to keep it on her shelves. And she has these beautiful copies that all kind of make a landscape as they line up. So she gave me them all. She just gave them all to me. She's amazing. She's amazing. Thanks, Megs. And so I have these. This is just the first one. I didn't want to show you all of them. I have them all. And so now I can start the series. I mean, I do have a lot of series going, so I might not start this anytime soon, but I own it now, so when I think I might want to pick it up, I can do it. And then there's these two books. So these, I think, are Fairyloot editions. So she has these two books, The Bright and the Pale, as well as Wraith and Mercy by Jessica Rubin-Kowski. I'm not quite sure how to say it, but my gosh, these are the most beautiful books. And then they have beautiful end pages and they're signed copies and all that. So I'll look at this and see if I want to keep it or not. I don't even know what these are about, so I apologize for not giving you a good description. I just wanted to show you the books because they're so pretty. She also gave me this one. It's The Darkening by Sonia Mara. Again, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. A fierce revolutionary, a desperate prince, together they will face the storm or be swept away. And again, I'm not sure if these are YA or not, but I'll read about them and figure that out. And then this one's, oh, that's really cool. Blood Scion by Deborah Falla. Not quite sure, but look how beautiful that is. Some blue pages. These are just amazing. Exclusive Fairyloot editions. So we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. And then Skin the Sea by Natasha Bowen. I think this is a mermaid book. I've almost picked this up a couple of times, but it looks really pretty. Owl Crate edition. So I'll look into that one. Then this one might be a Goldsboro. And this one's called Mind Walker by Kate Dillon. I think I heard Becca in the books talk about this, and this one sounded really good. So I'm going to read this one probably. Yes, those ones are beautiful. And thank you to my sister for gifting those to me. But otherwise, I'm really happy with my birthday book haul. I'm really content with taking a bit of a break from this channel so I can come back with some just more space and some ideas for what to do on this channel. And I just really enjoy all of you who tune into my videos and chat with me about books. It's just fun. I love reading. I love that you all love reading. And so this is it for now. I'll be back in October. Hopefully, that's really my plan, is I will be back in a couple months. But otherwise, guys, I really do appreciate you. And I hope you are well for the next couple months, and I will see you then. All right, take care.